Meeting to order. Today is July 8th, 2026. We do have two of our three members present, so we do have a quorum. First item on the agenda today is approval of minutes from the June 17th meeting.
Make a motion, we approve.
Got a motion, do I have a second?
Yep.
A motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, Mr. Lonsberry, can you give us your update?
Yeah, let's see here, start at the top. Let's see. Starting at the top, what we've done so far. From then, I had a 790 West McLean, which is the Sunoco gas station at the main square across from Ace Hardware. Had them clean up behind the gas station and mow all the grass up over the weeds and stuff. Because it butts up to the Verizon brick building right behind there.
Who was it?
The Sunoco gas station, right there at the square, the main square, right across from Ace Hardware and CVS, the little gas station on the corner. Had a couple complaints on Jefferson and Main over by the cell barn. They had some bushes growed up and a lot of just tall vegetation. People had called about being able to pull up to the main street there and being able to turn. They had to get way out there. So I went over there and they took care of that. So that's been cleaned up for them. The owners took care of that. Mowing, I mowed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, mowed 5 properties since last month, and those have all been given to Jan Hardy for billing. So mowed those. As of right now, I have, I want to say around 50 that we can mow that have been served paperwork that we can mow if they don't. But I've only had to mow the 5 because they've done that. As far as tickets go, we've got 1, 2. I've got 2 that were due to be paid on the 6th and they have not paid them. So those will be given to Jan. And then I've got 2 more that was wrote here in the past couple of days. And they've got till the 13th and the 16th to pay those. On the last thing on the agenda, we'll get to that last because let's see. On 1634 West Monique, about the squatters over there, I had reached out to the VA, spoke with Whitney there. I told her what was going on about the police being over there, people in the backyard. You know, you guys have owned the property for so long. The response I've got is she received a response from their attorney and they were advised that they cannot proceed without the affidavit of service. And she's waiting to hear back as whether they're needing human contact for this. And she informed them about my talking to her speaking. And I talked to her on the phone and I said, well, if you got to serve somebody there, I said, they come and go, they're in the backyard. They're not going to answer the door. And I just got this yesterday at 2:30. So that's the response I got. You know, they're waiting to hear service, and I'm not sure what affidavit of service means. Josh, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a part of the foreclosure.
Okay. So that was the answer I got on that.
But they've already foreclosed on it, then.
That's what I assumed, but I think the point would be from the attorney whether who actually was served notice. But if the foreclosure's already been granted, I think they would be able to, any judgment, foreclosure judgment I've ever seen includes language that the purchaser has the right to request the assistance of law enforcement, the sheriff's department, to have any unofficial occupants removed. So I think they would have a couple different avenues.
So can we petition the veterans to contact the sheriff and have them removed?
It's their right to enforce. It's not ours. We don't have any basis to.
That's what I'm saying, so.
No, I mean, our avenue is code enforcement. If there's a code violation that occurs, they're the current owners, and then that may spur whatever action we would like to see.
So let's do this. Let's tag, veterans.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a code violation at this point, go for it.
With more
Would it help if the fire department went and did an inspection and had another layer of,
Yeah, if there's any basis or any need for that, then absolutely.
let's contact the health department as well. I mean, that's,
Call Tim when we get done.
yeah, they have no water, no sewer. They're all,
you said they were running their electric off a generator.
off the generator. So how are they going forward with that would be in health
Yeah.
areas? So,
Yeah, so it sounds like several code violations.
so let's pick all those violations up that we are going to put to veterans and let's go forward with this.
I'll do that after the meeting. Let's see. Temple, I reached out to them last week. They're gonna mow the field behind, the Goodwill here, west of town. They're gonna get that squared away. And then I talked to Will over at Morton Hospital. They're gonna mow that in front of, I think that's the VA hospital, that little patch.
It's not hospital, it's clinic.
The planet, or that little square, they're gonna get that taken care of this week. Spoke with Grover on the phone on Monday. The answer I got from Grover asking, about follow-up, he may get there in 2 or 3 weeks. They're swamped. That's the answer I got off the phone.
And I gave you the formal letter to the draft that you asked for to serve on him.
Yeah, I got
the documented direction, so serve that and then,
give him 10 days.
Have you not already served it?
No, because I just got this on Monday and I was gonna ask, do we have to have, does he need to just come speak with me or do we need to have other people here? I don't know how that goes.
ask me that outside of the meeting. Okay.
Okay.
I think the letter's very let the mayor read it. I mean, I don't think it's ready to send. I don't want to give legal advice inside of a meeting.
No, that's fine. And then the last thing I had was the Allen Street. I think last time we was here, we spoke about, we were gonna do the title search, and that's it.
Yeah, I got it back, not before I went on vacation. When I was going on vacation, I'm looking at it now, so we don't have any mortgages. Any other person to serve besides the Sabre Investments in Carbondale, so I've got that. I gotta pull the deed right now. No, it's attached here. I just can't read it. The way it sits a little not normal, but I'll have that to you here this afternoon to serve and post, and then we'll see if they seek a hearing or if they do the necessary action without further involvement. But it'll be on the be on your guys' docket for the next meeting,
Okay.
if need be.
That's what I got. It's been busy with trash cleanups, had several of those. I do have 8 more vehicles lined up to be towed at the end of the month if they don't remove them. So, but it's been regular. I've had a lot of people just doing cleaning and stuff, and a lot of times just come and talk to them and they take it over to the transfer station the next day, which works out well. So it's just been, between that and mowing, it's busy.
What's the status on the North Highway 31 on that property?
It's county.
Well,
And there is no the 2 mile fringe would apply to any zoning only. This isn't unsafe, it is not zoning enforcement. So we're at the mercy of the county.
I'd like to go ahead and annex that in.
An involuntary annexation. Okay. We can consult on that off the record as well, because that's a messy legal
It's,
process.
it's, I've got to get this thing cleaned up. And so let's just bring them into the city and what, have you contacted folks over on, it's right across from the Minor Car Wash. And it's the first house. It used to be Mr. Burns's house. But I think it's right behind the property where Osage has those units. You've got an alley, then you've got that house. Have you noticed that at all?
He had a couple kayaks there, but that's not,
Oh, it's the whole thing's full.
I mean, when I went by there the other day, he just had some kayaks. I mean, he's cleaned it up once before. He was super nice.
Yeah.
And he told me to come back and make sure everything was squared away. I can go by there and look, but there's nothing against having kayaks or anything. I know he's got 2 or 3, but there's nothing against that, because I was gonna say that's my next, one of my other questions is I'm running into problems with people parking boats in the front yard all the time. And I need a little clarification on that. I know we've got stuff for the RVs and getting those out of the front yard are gonna be on the side. But then, I got people, they take the RV out and they park a 20-foot enclosed trailer. I don't really know what the difference is, it's still, it's that, and then I got a couple people that park bass boats right in the front yard. So that'd be something we can discuss too. But I can go over there, assign Osage's place.
Is there any legal, like you have to be off like a boat or an RV or off the road so many feet?
So as he mentioned, there's RVs, which is defined by statute, a recreational motor vehicle are defined by statute, and then we have it in our unified development ordinance. You go pull up the language.
Yeah, I can pull it up. It's like, I think. Scroll up here. I know I'm close. Well. Trying to get to it here. Just that right here. Just right there. Then we have on the UDO, it says that the RVs can't be parked in the front. They gotta be beside the house or behind the house, which is fine. They got a lot of people, they wanna park them in the driveways, and then the problem you run into is then they wanna park up and down the streets.
Right.
They get a 20-foot RV in the driveway, then they wanna park down the streets, they have nowhere to park the cars. So that deals with that. But then the other issue is you get like the pontoon boats and stuff, so where does this? It's kinda, I wanna make sure, cause you get the RV out and then they come in with a pontoon boat right behind it. Cause I had one, he's had both of them in the front yard. Back right up across the sidewalk, right up to the front door. So.
I don't know.
Pontoon boat considered a recreational vehicle?
Not by that nor by Indiana code.
So,
So regardless, people shouldn't be parking on our new sidewalks, right?
No, you can't park on
That's,
the,
that's
on-
a, is that a ticketed offense or?
yeah,
like
you can,
Police,
you can do that or you can tow it and have it removed.
Right.
But normally I haven't had anybody who hasn't moved their RV out of the front yard of the driveway. I haven't had one.
right,
I haven't had that. So that's been good, but you know, it's like you get the RV out and then you got the boat smack dab in the front yard. So, but, you know, according to this, as Josh stated, that doesn't cover that, so that's not something I can enforce if we don't
right.
have it to be covered. Why they wanna do that, I have no idea, but they do it. So. And then, like I stated, I got a couple, even in my neighborhood, they're not RVs, but you know, they're 20-foot car haulers. You know,
Big, yeah,
they take up the whole driveway and then there's 3 cars lined up along the street all the time. So. But, as far as the RV goes, we've had 4, they've moved them.
move,
So, and they were nice, they gave them a week or so. and they
right,
Got moved. I did have a gentleman had a pontoon boat over across from the health department, the new, where that new housing addition is there. Right, the health department, we turn over, they got all the,
back down Cope Lane,
yes,
Yeah.
there to the left there. And he moved it, he said, if you give me a week, I'll have it out here. Sure enough, he,
right,
super not hanging out there, put it down at the store, which is fine, that's what we're
Right.
doing. But, it's just between that and the mowing and the trash,
and the grass growing the way it
the
is.
grass doesn't stop growing.
Yeah.
So,
Where does it say there that they cannot have it in front?
That's just the definition section. It's in, if you want to search, or if you know the exact page number.
I think it's 115 or 111. Let's see, right here. Right here.
Okay. Must be behind, that's it.
So that's why I give him one. And I got one right now that he has one, and it says this is an oddball. He's on a corner lot. He's on a corner lot. And I'll just use the reference. The front door is here. This is the front door. So he parks it. He's like, so he's got it here, but that's beside the house. Because the front door, this is the front door, and the road curves around. He's on the corner lot. And he's on the side. Even though it looks like all the other ones, but because he's on the corner lot and the front door is up here, what can you say? You know, because the road just wraps around his house like that. And he followed the rule. I mean, it's one of those oddball ones, you know,
Yeah.
you just get.
But he's behind the house,
He's behind the front because the front door
Right.
faces that way.
right,
These are just all the little,
There are places in our city that they can take their RVs, they can take their boats, and they can store them there behind the chain link fence.
yes.
Did they ever have people do that?
I've had a couple of guys do that, but most people, they want them behind their house. They want them beside their house. And with what's in there, there's,
What about the house over by Rick Zone? That would be on,
Right.
South Vaughn.
right beside there. I want to do unsafe on that one too. And, I think I sent that to Josh a couple of weeks ago, but I know he's on vacation stuff. But yeah, that's one, that's a big cleanup. That is not a couple hours. That is a big, that's a big cleanup, a big one. There's cars and motorcycles and metal. That's not a couple hour job.
Right.
That's a big job. So, right beside the park, right beside Zolman and that's up to the park.
239.
Is it 239 Green Street?
It is.
Yeah, that's the one. See if I can Now I did it. Now I did it.
The guy over on Meridian,
On Meridian.
and the gentleman, I think, owns that property, he's over on, next
Right,
week.
Right beside him. So the one on Meridian, they have been cleaning that up, but right behind them, they have let that grow up. They're getting ready to get tagged here first thing in the morning for that, because they got a couple cars too. But between the mowing, and I just had a big trash pile cleaned up yesterday. I mean, it's, some of the streets, you get down 3 streets by the end of the day. Because you go from one house to the next to the next. So, I did speak with, Larry on 308 North Meridian, the little small house. She's been ticketed twice now. I spoke with Larry yesterday, and if she doesn't, he's gonna have her out. He said he'll do it, so the tickets are working. But you know, you give us some time, but she's at $350 because they're not doing anything. And I've got one right beside her that's getting ready to get rode up again by the end of the week to get rid of 6 bags of trash. She'll only get rid of them.
What's the house on the northeast corner of Meridian and Owen?
Samson, that's the one. That's the one. I begged her, just take it up to the transfer station. Use your car right here. I don't have time. My car's gonna break down. She's on her way out the door to Jeffersonville or wherever she's going. So she's gonna pay. She's gonna have tickets or something she get rid of in $15.
That's the child. Is the mother still there? That owns that house.
It was Will and Tammy.
Well, didn't Will die?
He passed away.
Yeah, so Tammy's,
Tammy's there.
is she the one saying? I thought it was her kids that was saying.
No, she's there. No, I talked to her.
She's the one that's not taking the trash out. Did they not?
So, if she's in the city, why don't she have a trash can?
She does.
When she's paying for it anyway, right?
I mean, that's what, that's my daily.
You show her how to do it.
Yeah, I said, your trash can's right there.
Lift the leg.
She goes, well, it's always full. It's always full.
Take it-
I mean, this
take it to
is
the
this
road.
is what I get.
Proceed with the ticket and
This is,
get the necessary action that way. If not, we can take other means.
that's my daily. Because the transfer station's only like 4 blocks. You can just run it up there and just be done with it.
That's saying they just put her bucket out. It's picked up automatically. She's paying $10 a month for it.
You would think it would be that easy. So, but, that's all the updates I have.
All right, so we'll get the letter served on Grover.
Yeah, I can do that today. As soon as we get done here, I got it right here. I will send that to him, both mails, and I will go out and hand deliver one too, because it's only 5 minutes from town.
935 Allen, I want you to post at the property, and then it'll have to be certified. It's a P.O. box in Illinois, so we will have to have service on them. So we know it's vacant, we'll have to have service on them on that P.O. box.
Yeah. 935. Yeah, I'll post that on the door, on the front, and then I'll send that certified also.
So watch that tracking number, and if it's not picked up, then we can proceed with service through the newspaper.
Okay.
So some people will avoid those. It causes us to add some additional time to our process. So
I've had a few of those.
hopefully that's not the case here. Gentlemen, anything on your plates today?
No.
Mayor?
No, have you seen anything at all down over here in that neck of the woods?
No,
You've got a house next to you that's got an alley down there.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, they cleaned it up.
They have cleaned it
That
up.
had the little small
Shed.
mill behind it.
Yeah.
No,
There's
there's a
one-
house next to me, and then there's the alley.
Mhm.
Behind the house next to me, the lady that originally owned it, there's a storage building garage at one time. And that's where the man that owns the property stores stuff.
I thought Tom owned that property. He doesn't own it.
Yeah, Tommy owns,
Tom owns it.
but he owns that building behind the house next to me.
I guess.
And that's where his people bring stuff to leave it. And it got bad. We contacted him. They cleaned it up. It's in really good shape right now.
Okay, good.
I noticed yesterday, my neighbor next door, he had a pile of stuff right behind his house for quite a while. And he got out there yesterday and cleaned it all up. So
So it's a
it's,
house on the south side of you?
yes.
Yeah.
But that is a Tommy Patton property, yes.
Louis overflow. So,
So-
Tom, I spoke with Tom yesterday because he got one on Cherry Street. He's been cleaning up for a while. But he gets a big dumpster in there and he fills it up in 2 or 3 weeks and that one goes off and he gets another one. As long as he's making progress, you can't say nothing to him because they fill up the huge dumpsters from Larry. The great big ones. I mean, he's had 4 or 5 there and I don't know how much more you can take out of the house.
And Tom sold the house that was on the
Oh, that's right.
southeast corner of Wardell. And
Yes, the update on that, Josh, I don't know if you may know this. I spoke with, Bud. Bud is buying that property from,
Bud McIntosh,
yes, he's gonna tear down that house. He's already got it set to be tore down. He's got Albertson gonna tear it down. He is just waiting for the title work, and Josh says that, he said it's at your place there. So I don't know if you may know, but it's there. He said as soon as that's done, and it's there now, that will be tore down and gone. So he's already got a spot with Albertson. He called me the other day and said, I'm just telling you, as soon as they get paperwork, it'll be gone the next day. So that's what's going on. They put some caution tape around it because I asked him to do something. 'Cause neither one wants to mess with it because it's right in the middle of limbo. He doesn't want to.
those houses on Walnut. Yeah, close to 31, that was always, I think those were both Tom's houses. I think they cleaned that one up.
He's been cleaning some, but he told me yesterday he had 4 people move out over the last weekend. So he's circle.
The house down from First Christian Church on the one-way street that's got the tree laying on it, it's got the rope around it.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay,
That's the one.
okay.
Apparently he sold that to Bud.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They got that tape out there.
Yeah.
On the front side, on the north side, but not on anything else.
Right.
So,
And that's one of those, time you get through all the process, it'll be, in Bud's hand, it'll be gone. But as soon as he gets paperwork, he said Albertson will be there the next day, he'll be out of there. So. But, that's what I have.
We do have the neighbors that are here on the Allen Street and where the house is coming along great, looking great. So we'll get this property owner served and then they'll be in their ball the court will be in their ball momentarily to decide whether they are going to do the work on their own or whether we're going to do it and lien their taxes. So we'll continue pushing that battle, but you guys looking great over there. So.
What about the house on the west side, the backyard? Isn't that cleaned up?
You were gonna try to make contact with the.
When I went over there, he wasn't there. I'll go back and by again and see if I can catch him there.
Good luck.
See,
you're gonna know when he's there, what.
He's there, he leaves usually in 10-ish.
Morning?
Yeah, he drives his moped to Iceland.
I'll I'll leave a note for him.
Crothersville?
I assume it's Cuddersville.
So, I'll go by there here, leave him a little note.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and leave him a letter, put your card in there and
Yeah.
try to make contact at least. And if he's not gonna communicate with you, then we can take other corrective action.
Yeah, last time he did, though, I will say that, last time I got him about mowing, he did go out there and mow. You know.
He came over and talked to me, and I told him that his house was brought up in the meeting, and I informed him that, he was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And I said, they just want it kind of cleaned up a little bit. I said, nothing, major, but I said, it needs to be cleaned up. I said, bushes trimmed up and all the trash out in the backyard. I said, nothing major. I said, but it's, he's like, well, I haven't got anything, so. Cause I talked to him about the water problem between our two lots. And I told him, I was like, I've got to fix this. So,
You got water coming from his place, pulling on yours?
oh yeah, the whole property leans that direction. So I just told, I said, all I need is, if I get on your property, I don't want you to flip out, because I'm trying to fix the water problem because it was literally, it was standing like 6 inches deep in water where it just came to a bead.
I'll go over there, I got
So, but I've filled it all in and reshaped that whole backyard
to run off.
and I talked to Meredith.
Yeah. I was gonna
And,
ask.
We got it all kind of halfway straightened out.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Nothing else coming for us. I'm gonna show us adjourned here at 11:32 a.m. End stream.